Hello guys, today practicum will be discussed about Module 2. The Module 2 has a title Transceiver. First of all, what is transceiver? It's a device that has a transmitter and receiver built in one device. Okay, next is, in this semester we have the assistant that on duty like myself and my friend. Okay, next we will take a look at the objective. The main objective in this module is first, knowing the understanding how the transceiver works. Second is knowing and understanding the concept of TX work. And the third is knowing and understanding the concept of RX work, or we call it receiver, and TX is transmitter. Now let's take a look at component that built in transceiver. First, we're going to take a look at architecture in transceiver. In this architecture, we have a component like TX, TOSA, RX, ROSA, and management interface. TX has a function to transmit signal to receiver. TOSA has a function to convert the electrical signal into optical signal and pair it with light into optical fiber through the lens. And ROSA is a component in transceiver that is responsible to convert the optical signal back into electrical signal. And then we have RX that captures signal that transmit from transmitter. And lastly, we have management interface that filter data that came in and out. Okay, we're gonna take a look at transmitter. In transmitter, we have two sources of light, like LED and laser. First, we're gonna take a look at LED. LED is stand for light emitting diode. Okay, LED work if it given a forward bias. Now, uh, in LED, there's called PN junction. PN junction is an LED chip in here that when it given forward bias from anode to cathode, the PN junction will switch place like this. When it switch place, it's gonna collide. And when it's collide in depletion region, the energy that built in will be radiated monochromatic light. Next is laser. Laser is stand for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. How laser work is called pulsing. Pulsing is strengthening in laser pump that when the laser pump radiate a light, the light will not be transmitted straight out like light, but the light will be strengthened first until the energy in laser pump is greater than the energy in mirror 2. Next, we're gonna take a look at the receiver side. In the receiver, we have photodetector that has a type pin and APD. Photodetector itself works to capture light signal and turn it into electrical signal. Photodetector has two types. First is pin, next is APD. We're gonna take a look at pin. Pin works when it given reverse bias that the PN junction will be contradicting to each other so that the energy or the light that captured by the pin can be cut as many as possible like this picture. Next is APD. APD works the same as pin. The difference is that when the light is captured, it will be transmitted directly to depletion region. In the depletion region, the electric will be collide to each other and it called impact ionization. And then after it collide and it form a greater energy, it will be transmitted to entering the effluence area. This called as voltaic effect. Okay, now next we're gonna take a look at rate equation for Tx. In rate equation for Tx is using laser source of light. First equation is to determine the value of the carrier density if the gain linear with the density of carrier. The formula that used will be like this. So the first equation is to search for gain. The second equation is to search a photon density. The third equation is to search for power in laser. And last, the fourth equation is to find the current in laser. Okay, now next, to write equation for Rx. In that equation for Rx, first the first equation is to find the device current. The second is to find primer current, and the third is for finding responsivity in receiver. Okay, and then we finish. Okay, now we're gonna see what GUI or the simulation look like.